Hello everyone, you're welcome to African Spiritual Connections TV. My name is Paulvin. I call myself a reincarnated ancestor, and I'm back to give Africans knowledge of the old. Due to my experience in soul divination, whereby people who want to know themselves are taken through various processes to find out about themselves. All right, and I've realized that there are some rules that keep popping up, and so many people have defaulted. They have broken those rules and they are suffering for it. Okay, so I took it upon myself to come live and then talk to you about those rules, so that people who haven't done soul divination yet, or people who don't have money to go through soul divination, at least will have something to guide their life with. But I will say that don't take these rules as the ultimate, because spirituality is individual basis. You yourself have peculiar rules that are just subject to you but nobody else. But what I'm about to share with you is universal. It's for everyone to obey. All right, so we talked about the family misconduct, and we talked about the night misconduct, and I promised you that I'll come back to tell you about the sexual misconduct. All right, okay, so let's quickly go into it. The first sexual misconduct, or the first rule of sex, is it is never allowed for you to have sex in your bathhouse. I know there are many of us who are guilty of this, because many of you enjoy doing that. There are many of you that want to be having intimacy in your bathhouse. Well, spoiler alert, that is not allowed. You see, the bathroom is a very sacred place in our house. In fact, I bet you didn't even know that anytime that you are entering into your bathhouse, you're supposed to knock. Yes, you're supposed to say "ago" if you're a man 3 times, if you're a woman 4 times, or at least just knock before you enter. Why? Because there are energies in the bathhouse. The bathhouse is a designated place for energies, because that is where we humans go, and we go naked all the time. We use water to wash ourselves. In fact, it reminds us as being from the beginning in the mother's womb, where we were naked and we were always lying in water. There are energies at this place. You don't go there to disrespect them. In fact, anytime that you find yourself in your bathhouse, say good things about yourself. Know or acknowledge the presence of energies in your bathhouse, and say good things about yourself. That is why cleansing works best when done in the bathhouse. Even though there are certain places that we also do cleansing, like the refuse dump, like the backyard, depending on what you want to do. But when you do cleansing in the bathhouse, there are energies in the bathhouse that carry your message. Therefore, don't go there and disrespect them by having intimacy with your partner. The energies will haunt you. Second, in your room, you are not supposed to have sex with your partner whilst lying directly on the floor, on the bed towel. If you want to have sex with your partner, you must put something on the floor, whether your cloth, or Nigerians will say a wrapper, or a mattress. There should be a covering on the floor. You don't lie down on the direct towel and then you sleep with your partner. That would just be like having sex with your wife on the lap of your mother. We all come from the earth, and we should give respect to the earth. You don't lie on the earth directly and then you want to sleep with your partner. It's never done. If you know, the Nigerians have this idiomatic expression that if you think you know how to wind your waist, you don't know how to wind your waist more than your father-in-law, because he did it first to give you a wife. Okay, the mother earth did it first to bring you. So you don't go and sleep with the mother earth and have intimacy with your wife. Rule number 3. You don't, you see, I was watching videos on x.com, and I saw people, boyfriends, girlfriends, swimming in a swimming pool, and then the swimming ends up with intimacy, where you see the woman bending down for the man to stand behind and do whatever. This is very, very sinful, and it's something that is very, very serious. If you know what you're doing and you know what you are inviting into your life, you wouldn't do that. You don't go to the beach and have sex. People don't even do it in the beach. They go into the sea water. If you know what you are doing to yourself, you wouldn't do that. You don't go into the bush to have sex in the forest. You don't also park yourself in a car. You are in a car parked alongside the road and you want to have sex. Now, let me go a bit into it. You see, in the swimming pool, in the sea, in the river, there are deities. There are deities in charge of such places. There are deities in charge of the sea, deities in charge of the river, deities in charge of the swimming pool, deities in charge of the forest. So when you go to such places and you want to go and have sex over there, then you are desecrating somebody's temple or somebody's sacred space, and the energies of other places will haunt you. In fact, in Africa, it's a taboo that even when you are caught sleeping with a woman in the bush in the olden days, they will kick you out of the town, and they will make sure that they appease the land. When you do this in the sea, when you do this in the forest, when you do this in the swimming pool, energies sometimes get mad, and some of them marry you. They sleep with you in your dreams. They give you wet dreams, and the curses that follow you is that money does not stay in your hand. Sometimes you meet partners and you are not able to keep them. You don't know what happens. When you meet a man, something happens and then he leaves you. Your work, suddenly you realize that your work is going down. Your finances is cracking. Right? People are even sleeping with girlfriends in their workplace, in their office. A case came to me once. A man was being sacked from the office. Everybody in the office had ganged up against him. He didn't understand. We checked, we looked into it and realized that he slept with somebody in his office. And the entity in charge of the work, you see, some of our bosses, they put their businesses under the control of certain energies. So when you do this, you have desecrated the work. Therefore, if the work is under any energy, instead of the work to go down, the energy will make sure that you are sacked to save the work. That was what the guy was going through. So we did something about it, and I haven't heard from him yet, so we don't know how far everything went. Whether I succeeded and he didn't come back to thank us, or he hasn't succeeded yet. I'm still waiting to hear from him. Alright, so these are some rules that humans must obey. If you want to have sex, just do it in your room, on your bed. That's why you have designated it as your room, your sleeping room. Right? Don't go to such places and go and have intimacy and invite curses onto yourself. I hope you pay heed. And as I said, if you haven't done soul divination yet, contact me and let's do soul divination for you so that you know your personal rules. These are just a tip of the iceberg. Soul divination has always surprised people. If you have watched some of the videos that I've been posting here, you can see that it really reveals a lot. Alright, thanks for watching. My name is Paul. I came your way with African spirituality teachings. This used to be a practice of our ancestors, and along the way we diverted. Today I'm here to bring it back to you. Thanks for watching again. Bye bye.